Hey guys, and today we have an equipment review. To be more precise, we have a TYR equipment review. Now before we delve into the products, which are a pair of fins and a pair of paddles, I must say I'm a huge advocate for using different training aids. I think they can provide huge benefits, develop weak and strong areas individually, and also just spice up what you're doing in training and make things a little bit more interesting at times. Today we have both the Catalyst Stroke paddles and the Hydroblade fins, which are both pretty recent releases for TYR. As you can see as well, they do color coordinate very nicely, which makes for a very cool pair and combination of training aids. We will start with the Catalyst paddles. Coming in at $29.99 US, these paddles come in a whopping 7 different sizes. That really allows them to cover a huge range of uses. Not only should the sizes be dictated by the size of your hand, so smaller kids could get the smaller sizes and adults like myself will get the bigger sizes, but also the different sizes will function differently and deliver different purposes in training. I only have the 5th biggest size. There's 2 sizes bigger. This is the large, and they do range from XXS all the way to XXL. And these are pretty big as it is. But if I did have the whole range of paddles from TYR, if I was doing, like, say, a sculling set, I'd definitely use the smallest size. Maybe I'd do some drills with a slightly bigger size, a longer pulling set with maybe the medium size. And then when I was doing some power sets, I would definitely go to the bigger sizes. So maybe a 50 max, I'd use these. And say I was doing a bungee or a parachute with maybe six stroke cycles, I'd go even bigger than these. A size that I wouldn't be able to maintain power and speed for a long period of time, but I would be able to do a short burst of power with it. And that would then increase my strength. Anyhow, I just have a larger size, and I do use these in conjunction with some other brand paddles to service different needs. Although I would very much happily use just the Catalyst Stroke paddles if I had the full range of sizes, which unfortunately I do not. And I do appreciate setting yourself back $210 for all 7 sizes would be a little excessive. Although I think you could cover a lot of bases with maybe just 2 or 3 pairs. Very cool as well is that each size comes in different colors. So the large size here that I have has this light blue trim, and the actual paddles for all sizes are clear. The idea with the clear paddles is so that you can see your hand in the water, and both yourself and your coach can see your hand position, which allows for correction of techniques. That being said, if they do fall off, it does also mean they are very difficult to find in the water, so it is a pro and a con. The paddles come in this cool little mesh bag and with a couple of spare silicone pipes, which you use to create the fastening mechanism around your hand or fingers. So there's a grid of different size holes in all different positions, which you can do different things with. As you can see, I personally just use them with the middle finger. That means they make me a little bit more sensitive on my hand entry. If I enter wrong with my hand or I catch wrong, they sort of fall off or twist and turn, so I know exactly what I'm doing. Should you want to be doing some more power stuff and not want that sensitivity, you can of course loop a strap around your wrist, or you can have multiple finger straps. You can do all sorts, and you can customize them exactly to your individual needs. In terms of shape and design, these aren't revolutionary. There are other brands that offer something very similar in design, although they are slightly unique to TYR. The material has quite nice give to it, which means they contour to the palm of your hand really nicely, simulating that feel for the water that you would get without a paddle. I think these paddles are great. I've used them mainly for power work with my freestyle, doing sprint freestyle drills and doing some fast stuff with different variations of resistance. And I must say, in the time that I've had them, my sprint freestyle technique and speed has improved drastically. And while I'm not going to put it down just these paddles are a huge help in that regard. They come in at $30 US, which isn't bank breaking or anything ridiculous, and the durability is going to be great. They're not going to break. They're pretty sturdily made. But I will say, for what they are, it does seem quite excessively priced, and that will be one of my big drawbacks. I wish they were a little cheaper. Overall, I've been really impressed with the Catalyst paddles. As I said, slightly cheaper would be nice, but the form is great, the shape is great, the feel is great, and I've absolutely loved using them, and I'm using them, at least every other session, and I'm really finding huge benefits from doing so. Great. Next up, we have the TYR Hydroblade fin, and it's a pretty crazy cool looking fin. Just like the paddles, it comes in different colours for different sizes. This is at the large size, hence the colour matches up with my paddles for a cool little combination aesthetic. And this is the large size. They come in 5 sizes, not 7 like the paddles, which potentially they miss out a few half sizes and could leave you a little bit stuck and in the middle of 2 different sizes. But for me, they fit just great. They are by far the comfiest fast blade fin I've ever used, and they're made to do so. You've got this ribbon here which allows them to be really comfy and fit different widths of foot. And beyond that, they are made for applying resistance and speed to really strengthen your legs. They aren't a fin like long fins where you can just kick easily and go fast. You have to work, but in exchange for working, you get loads of speed. And that's why these fins are so great. And again, great for using for sprints. This rail design here helps aid the speed, and they're also curved in a way that really makes you thrust up your leg kick. So you're not just kicking down, but you're emphasizing that up kick, which a lot of people forget. And again, strengthening the muscles that create that, causing you to get stronger and faster when it comes to kicking and swimming, of course. I will say that while they are the comfiest fins I've yet to use in training, they aren't the absolute fastest, and other brands have proven to be a little faster. Not that these are slow by any means. I've still gone some crazy fast times well under my PB from a push wearing these fins, and that's just great. Another cool little thing another brand is doing is this little toggle at the back, which makes them a lot easier to get on and off. If you are doing a set where you might maybe need to get your fins on and off real quick, these do a great job of just being able to pull off from that toggle and get going again. These are, compared to competitors, a little bit bigger in surface area, but they're also very flexible. They are a little heavier, but that again is on purpose because they're trying to create resistance for you to kick against. That is the whole point of wearing a fin such as these. These fins retail for $59.99, which actually doesn't strike me as too bad. It's about 45 British pounds, and that is very much in line with the rest of the market in terms of this sort of design of fins. And compared to anything TYR had done in the past, this is a huge step up. And I am really impressed with TYR's latest entry into the training aid market. I love the way that you can coordinate the colours, although I guess that does have the potential drawback of your favourite colour coming in the wrong size. And I think as an overall combo, these are great for speed and power work, as well as drills. And I've been using them in conjunction for quite a while now and will continue doing so. These are just straight up great. And these are, while not the fastest fins on the market, definitely the comfiest, and that's why I've loved them so much. In fact, when I was using other brands for an extended period of time, I was getting certain pains in the roof of my foot. And since I've switched to these, I've not had any problems whatsoever. And that's why these are now my go-to fins, and these are my go-to paddles for sprint work. Thanks a lot for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this training aid review. I'm sorry if you can see me sweating profusely the whole time. It's just so hot now in Muscat. I'm only here for another 3 weeks, then heading back to the UK, so I should be sweating a little less in my videos. But as always, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Come on, I want to get to 2K before the summer is done, and see you next time.